Hi everyone, welcome back to Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. I'm just looking at the, it's been a couple of days, I'm just looking at the quest log. We've got System Speculo, which is 2 hours south, on the way back to meeting the Lord Inquisitor. We can do that then. But we do have a couple of, excuse me, yeah, Dargonus and Vheabos VI we have to go to. So, let's go and do that. We just done Argenta's quest. And she's got some lovely power armor. Where is she? Oh, I can't look at the moment. That's gone weird. Alright. But can she actually get the skills to use it? Excuse me. No. That's unfortunate. Looks like I would have had to get it. Maybe I can respec her. Got to get it there? No. What was this one? Guidance. No, that's the same as that. Nimble. Maybe could have got it then. Yeah. Oh, you do have power armor proficiency. And you can wear it. Dodge goes way down. So look, we're on 40 and 163. 80 and 92. So we were better off before. Kind of, what was that's a light, wasn't I? Can't bloody find it now. Yeah, we're wearing this. So that's 172%. This is 200 and something percent. Deflection is good though. Anyway, moving on. I'm sure when I looked at it last episode, she couldn't wear it. Okay. I need to get up to Dargonus, don't I? Which is Vheabos VI. And Dargonus is there. So I could go to here, get to Vheabos VI, and then come down. Yep, let's do that. I should have charted new routes when I was there. The Chaos Space Marine. Okay. just realised as I jumped there was a chart new routes thing and the warp guide navigator points. Hey, who are we killing today? Normally, this is a word bearer and bloodletters. Up here. No, can't see any bloodletters. Okay, so they're not here. Okay, let's get everybody back down to this end then.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Hopefully not running through there and getting injured.
A temporary setback.
That's fine. What do I have here? It says bloodletters. Don't want to go that side. Let's go this side.
Is there money to be made? I will exterminate every last one of you.
Cassie can go there. Let's still get a 90-degree arc. How come I've got Abelard? Why do I have Abelard here? Something weird happened. Should not have Abelard. It doesn't really matter. Either way.
Don't get too cocky.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Here, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'd be good against that one. But no. Okay, I only see these two. Okay. It's 1 AP. I've only got 2 though.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If I must, I hear you moving no more. This tedium is beneath me. Another soul slips beyond the veil.
See if we should get access to more than one of them. I don't think so. Go there then.
I'll paint your death in colors.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. Hear you moving no more.
There we go.
Move as if unseen. I understand your intent. I deal death with my hands. If I
Well done.
keep your wits about you. Oh, is that my blood?
We've seen this before, glowing irises. See nothing wrong with the glowing irises of his subjects. Let's see what happens. Oh, damage. Fear provoked by the eerie glow of the voidsman's eyes gripped the lower decks. Men the afflicted vanished, most likely victims of ruthless vigilante justice. Those whose eyes burned, the brightest, did not survive the translation to real space, while the rest were struck down with a severe sickness. Excuse me. Right, Vheabos. A malcontent has begun spreading insulting rumours concerning the rogue trader among the aristocracy. Deprive the entire colony's aristocracy of their privileges. It only takes a few days for the person spreading the rumours to be seized and put to death by their own circle. Yeah, I thought so. And that was the only reason I came here. There we go, repair that. Now down to Dargonus, then to System Speculo. Dargonus is here. Go via Nama 4. A warp breach, ungodly fiends spreading sorcerous disease walk the lowest decks, gathering a cohort of infected voidsmen. If no measures taken immediately, an entire bay could be turned to a den of heresy. Well, it is Abelard, yeah. Completely missed that last time. Not that anybody had a chance to go apart from Jai, Cassia and Earliet. Let's get this sorted out. Yeah, that'll do.
I always keep my options open.
There's cultists over there, and there's some this way as well. And they keep throwing bombs, don't they?
Always keep your eye on the prize. I'll make an example out
Right.
of you.
Let's have a look where they're all hiding out. 3 right there. Let's get Cassia up the front. Argenta to go this way. Possibly, because then she can fire down here. And back there. Pasqal. Jai. Myself. And Earliet. I think only one got damaged there. 1, 2, 3. Maybe 5 if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this one's the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one didn't get damaged though. Strange, strange, strange.
I can do that with the right incentive. You've got a problem, I've got a price. I can do that with the right incentive.
It's got 34 tactical advantage already. How the hell did you get that many? Well, I've got 36. Okay.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Brilliant. See who you can see.
I am not your
No.
monkey.
Plague Bearer first of all.
Tedium is beneath me. I hear you moving. No more.
Because you killed one, she gets a shot at another one. Another Plague Bearer.
Another soul slips beyond the veil.
And what next? Not much really. I suppose you could come back here.
Just designate a target.
Get better shots for next time maybe.
I understand your intent.
Cassia. No, I think it's time for Argento to have a go.
Name of House Orcelio, I shall prevail.
Let's swap to this weapon. For funsies.
As the Emperor I'll do it.
83% there. How about over here?
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. As the Emperor... Faith without eradicated.
So anyway, oh, there's still more that way. Okay, there's 2 this way and 3 this way. Is that the 5? Yep.
I'll do it. Rejoice in battle! As the Emperor...
Get some extra AP for killing him with that.
Do it. Faith without none can escape the Emperor's judgment.
And I think that should have got 1 hiding down there.
I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak.
Doesn't really do anything.
Here's my perfect moment.
I was going to bring my main character down, but doesn't really need to. God, there's 2 up there, is there? 1 hiding here, 1 hiding back there. Can't see that one, so get a charge.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
There we go. And they didn't get to do anything. I always do this. I was going to the wrong exit. It's here, is it? Where's the exit? Back here.
I always have a backup plan.
Gas clouds. I'm never going to use them. I just think toxic and bleed and fire just go too slow. I mean, but the flamer maybe you can really stack up the fire burns. Because there's gears and talents you can get for that. A trickle of disturbing news came from the navigation chambers the last few days. Leisurely, there's a vast shadow following the voidship through the depths of the Sea of Souls. Oh, it's that one, it's the big Leviathan trying to squeeze us. Trust the navigator's talent. Oh, gain 2 insight. Excuse me. They're desperate. Radius and the Revan Tempest Cabal are pillaging the region, terrifying the inhabitants with their unpredictability and elusiveness. I don't want to use live bait, but these might be worse because they might just shoot down the ships because it's not my ship. Trap them with live bait. Sacrifice a few dozen people. The dynasty servants succeed in catching and destroying the Xenos. Okay. I thought there might be a fight or something because of it. Obviously not. Maybe if we went for the patrol ships, it would have been different. K9 is System Speculo, which is down here. Is that correct? Yes. So I'm here. I can get to Janus easy. Another warp entity. Let's go. What do we have? Pink colours, there's usually one up there, but not today.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Your heresy ends here.
Cassia? Yeah, right out front, please. Genta. Pasqal. Me. Jai. Elliot. Asking for some AoE, but it's only 1, 2, 3, and a blue horror. But that'll be another 6 blue horrors.
Don't get too cocky. I can do that.
How's that do?
Right incentive.
Pick their ranks. Oh yeah, I'm thinking about it's Jai, not Elliot. Cassia, oh, you can do this now. This is weird. Sometimes this triggers, sometimes it doesn't. Don't mind if I do then.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Bye. Oh, go over there, please. That one's just dead anyway. Argenta.
I'll paint your death in colors.
Clear up, please.
I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it. Eradicate it. Faith without deeds is a prayer. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
There's one here.
As the Emperor eats, struck is a prayer.
Little sprint on.
I'll do it. As the Emperor eradicated.
I almost shot at myself then. Because the initiative list on the side. Did that before and killed someone, didn't I, with a single shot? I think I killed Jai with it. System Speculo, that's where we need to go. Did that before. Let's do this one though this time. During the warp voyage, the navigation chambers reported there are warp reefs right on the ship's course. Fragments of the Sea of Souls give a material form. The navigator might either steer past the dangerous region or risk approaching the racket formation to gain valuable insight. Ah, maybe get more of those points. I don't really need them. But approach the warp reef. Following the Lord Captain's orders and the navigator's instructions, the void ship approached the warp reefs. That's 6. And passed the shop formation without brushing a single one. No one on board noticed anything in particular, but it became a momentous event for the navigator that granted a special understanding of warp emanations. .22 now. Another battle. Jesus Christ. Might level up after this. Not even finished chapter 4. I know there's one more chapter. How long have we going now? 27 minutes of them. 4 battles? Oh, it's the same one again I just had. The Nurgle-Lurgles.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none. Your Emperor won't save you.
Oh, I can move here, I guess. Oh no, not next to... Not next to Argenta. To get a camaraderie bonus up.
You've got a problem. I've got a prize. Am I getting paid for this?
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Me, if you insist, Lord Captain.
If I must.
Yes, you must.
If it serves your cause, I hear you moving. No more. Another soul slips beyond the veil.
And again, just move to better shots, I guess.
Approach the designated position.
No Argento.
Why navigators are feared.
9 left for Argento. Let's get some skills up. Or some points up.
I'll do it. Strike is a prayer. Doubt is for the Mechanicus from the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor, strike is a prayer.
Now, are they all over the other side? They are all over the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Without none can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Can I get a twofer? Yep.
I'll do it. Strike is a prayer. This is unacceptable. As the Emperor commands,
Still run and gun. C1. What do we have? You.
doubt is for the weak.
Get 2 more AP.
I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Oh, I've already done that though. Where's the others? One hiding down there. Gonna throw a grenade. I can.
I refuse. Faith without deeds is worthless.
There we go. I used a grenade. Imagine that. Me. Using a grenade. Look at that. Bloody toxin. Ah, bloody Nurgle disease. Idiots. Okay. It's the Hermetico we have to go to, so let's go for these other ones first, I think. Come around here. That's the ship that disappeared, apparently, isn't it? Your ladyship, hailing the ships surrounding Hermetico's wreck led to receiving the following transmission. We are the Cognizance Fleet. We praise the Messiah of discontinuing. We remain in prayer. We remain on standby. Let the cycle be discontinued. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. We are the Cognizant Fleet. We praise the Messiah of discontinuing. Patching one of the captains. It will be done, your ladyship. Request denied. We're receiving only the message voiced earlier. Pasqal, looks like a gathering of believers in discontinuing the cycle. Confirmed. The number of adherents of discontinuing the cycle does not correspond with earlier prognosis. The willingness to declare one's commitment to the teachings of Blessed Amanat is anomalous. This unit is intrigued. Is there anything unusual about these ships? Yes, your ladyship. We're picking up traces of recent combat on many of the vessels. And numerous traces. Nice. Based on the initial radiation background assessment, it appears that an Adeptus Mechanicus weapon has been used against them. I hypothesize that the schism within the Cognizance Fleet has reached a climax. My tech comrades raised arms against one another. It is with sorrow that I register this information in the archive. Request a landing aboard their vessel. We've received a standard Nile of request message, ladyship. What outrageous impudence. Let's leave them alone. Probably only allowed to land there. Yeah. Let's be thorough. Okay. Let's go to the Hermetico. Your Ladyship, according to the ship's registry, we're looking at the Arc Mechanicus Hermetico. We picked up a Vox signal coming from her. Permission granted. May the Messiah of Discontinuing reveal the way to the safe docking gate. Perception test succeeded. The raspy voice of the person who recorded the message is vaguely familiar to you, but you cannot put your finger on it. Requesting the right to participate in the first boarding party, evaluating shuttle docking options. Is there a safe docking spot? Not at the moment, Your Ladyship. The damage to the hull makes observations difficult, and the surviving vacuum locks are sealed shut. I hypothesize that a proper vacuum lock may be opened using my personal access code. Justification. A message from the Arc Mechanicus. Yeah, it did ask for you personally. What do we know about the ship? Each Ark is a sanctuary for the Adeptus Mechanicus. Each such ship is a relic. They are incredibly ancient and were made to search for the sacred standard template construction patterns. Or standard template construct patterns. Legends tell of entire forge worlds that were literally disassembled for parts to make such vessels. Ah, my voice is weird. I just had a huge bowl of curry and I can't speak for some reason. The standard template constructs patterns are kind of like holy grails for Mechanicus, aren't they? They're kind of like everything from how to build a road to how to build a house to kind of like architectural blueprints that they themselves can't create from scratch anymore because they don't have the skills. It's only from like the ancient past, the standard template constructions from the very, very early days of the Imperial archives, that anything gets built. That's why a lot of void ships are thousands of years old. In any case, she is a ruin of her former glory. We observe numerous traces of internal decompression, but not a single sign of aggression carried out from the outside. For what it's worth, some of the decks look intact, at least from the outside. We are also picking up strange radiation emanating from the hull. We believe the ship has been in the processional of the damned for a long time. Is that an area of warp space or an area of normal space close to the realm of chaos? The Eye of Terror area. Assemble the boarding crew. It will be done, Your Ladyship. Ah, this is the same old. Could I bring? No one. That's it. It's cool.
You will perish for this affront.
Why do you have a bloody toxin thing on you? You don't.
You interrupted my thoughts.
Give me some don't want that. Oh, these don't stack, they're so annoying. Might as well have that. Oh, these ones, just look at them all. And you use the grenade. So, have another frag grenade. You got 50 odd damage out of that. Oh, because it's AoE, does your demolition damage as well. Just demolition divided by 5. So an extra 30 damage. Yeah. Okay then everyone. I'm guessing there's going to be lots of talking here because the whole of this holy ship feels strangely familiar to me. Says Pasqal. Yeah, you've probably been here, mate. I still think, you know what? You know when we were in
Let's not dawdle.
with the who's that there? Well, Abel, he's here. You know when we were with the Space Wolf guy, Ulfa, and we were talking at the end, and there was those two Gemini twins sharing a consciousness. I wonder if Pasqal did that to himself for some reason, to escape Theodora or to escape the Inquisition.
Wits about you.
Let's talk to Abel. Quiet and mysterious as always, Abel Hanuman's demeanour is a mixture of cautiousness and curiosity as he inspects the ship's ruined interior. When you approach him, he acknowledges you by saying softly, "Death's footsteps were heard here. My tech comrade assisted in taking part of this excursion. This is as much of a private mission for him as it is for me. We're both expecting to meet our mentor, Amanat." Why did you decide to come, Abel? The Psyker is on the verge of being discontinued. The doubt has opened its maw wide, bidden us enter. Do you understand what is going on here? Abel averts his eyes in embarrassment and says, almost shyly, "A hunt. The hunter is coming." Those twins said something about, was it a blind hunter or something? A maimed hunter, that's it. The hunter, the maimed hunter. Pasqal places a mechadendrite claw on Abel's shoulder, demanding an answer. Abel nods. The maimed hunter. That persona occurred in the data I decrypted. Unfortunately, the sum total of information on it is very near zero. Well, Abel, I hope you survive, mate, because I'm sure you've got the vast majority of information on this locked away somewhere. The cogitated screen glows faintly. You take a closer look and realise that it's been gutted. Its inner is replaced with candles that cast glints on the black plexiglass. After all those fights, okay, we've gone to there.
Is there money to be made?
Tech tribesmen. These are statues, are they? This vessel is furnished throughout with extraordinarily ancient and sacred mechanisms. What a great temple it used to be. Tech tribesman. The tribesman avoids your gaze and makes a strange gesture, probably becoming a ritual as you approach. Same by that person. How dare they set up the camp right in the heart of the sacred machine? This is sacrilege against the blessed remains. Can I read that? Oh no, that's just that. Okay. The noble warriors are and Hermetics are undamaged, yet why are they dead? What killed them? I don't think they're dead, they're still standing up. The majestic metal statue is frozen in a menacing combative pose. This is odd. I see scratch marks from a servo claw on this venerable Scutarius' armour. Ancient warrior's flesh was once enhanced with priceless augmetics, but they are dormant now. There's the chief there, okay. I am registering residual traces of paper combustion inside this cogitator's casing. Did they fuel this repository of knowledge with books? Possibly, if they don't know what's going on. It's been around for thousands of years. The The barbaric inscriptions blasphemily profaning the flesh of this sacred machine echo the words of the requiem of the reverent shutdown.
I always have a backup plan.
These barbarians are pillaging the ship's supplies and registering a Category 9 heresy. Oh, something else over there. Okay. Let's have a talk with the chiefy boy.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Have we read that one already? What kind of paranoia drove the crew to place the cannon platform here, in the very heart of the ship? Where's it pointing? Not against that pillar. That's not very useful. I love the background noises. Kind of like fucked up, distorted shit. Tribes people are saying nothing. Chief. The lean, hunchbacked man studies you with his piercing gaze. One of his eyes looks you up and down. The other has been replaced by a bulky automatic, ancient and adorned with gold, but is deactivated for some reason. He states in a dry voice, "The ghosts of nothingness have entered the deck of the Ekgen tribe." The ghosts of nothingness. So us then. Ekgen. Dunno, guess we'll find out. I greet your tribe, we come in peace. The man shrugs indifferently. His voice is tinged with sympathy. Does not matter, you are ghosts. If they've been living on this ship for thousands of years, and completely inbred to us to completely forget all the knowledge, and they have been in the warp that long, then anything coming from the outside, like when we have a warp incursion, we see these ghosts all the time just walking through. They might think we're the same as that. Take a closer look at the man. The middle-aged man carries a potentia coil on his shoulders, after the manner of tech priests. It's held in place by straps. It's not connected to anything. Its weight has given him a hunched back. One of his arms has been replaced by an exquisite tech scribe automatic, but the quills and styli are incredibly dull, as though they've been scraped against bare rock, and the limb servo motor is dormant. The sight of the mangled automatic elicits a pained grimace from Pasqal. I am registering evidence of a precious true flesh being operated in unacceptable conditions. The markings indicate that this metal, this sacred metal, was fashioned many centuries ago on blessed Mars. Put into such a crude and careless use is an insult to the Omnisire. Let's have a look at this. Ah, Seamus's band Circle None. Or let the Psyker way discontinued, I guess. I know a lot of my friends who watch this, so will know who Seamus is and his band Circle None. Who are you? The Undertakers of the world that expired in the great discontinuing of the cycle. The mourners hold an eternal requiem for the universe. They think they're the only living things that have been out of touch for so long. Fascinated by the answer, Pasqal says quietly, "Let the cycle be discontinued." A wan, condescending smile graces the man's lips. It was discontinued a long time ago. Excuse me. Do you believe the world has perished? The statement is true. The world ceased to exist a very long time ago. It turned to nothingness, to ashes. All that's left are these ruins, the last shard of the universe, this cenotaph, the ruins meaning the ship. What do you think destroyed the universe? The unthinkable was wrought, the cycle was discontinued. Pasqal, the Triumph's man's mind is full of the most unenlightened superstition. Why does this unit seemingly know less than some primitive barbarian? Is that good or bad? Neither. It just happened. But it was a grievous event, and we grieve. Is that why you call those ghosts? Yes. There's only nothingness outside this ship. Sometimes it spits out ghosts born out of the world's ashes, and they wander in. The sight of you saddens us, for we mourn you. Alas, there's nothing we can do to help you, since you do not exist. I see. The man sighs and makes a sign with his hand that is vaguely reminiscent of a tech priest's gesture to ward off evil. I've got an itchy ear. Hang on. Pasqal, what do you make of these people? Hypothesis. This primitive community is made up of the descendants of low-ranking technomats who once serviced this deck. The name Akgen derives from category Akgen. Ak stood for Acolyte category, which serviced the main decks. Gen referred to service staff, who were assigned general as opposed to specialised maintenance duties. The man looks at you and Pasqal with indifference. He does not seem to have understood a single word. How do you survive here, and what do you do? We hold a vigil for all of existence, and the spirits of the mechanisms give us water, food, and nutrient mix. We thank them for that with the rights of machine servicing and maintenance. So commands the great entity. I am registering multiple deviations from the catechism. Oh, whatever. I can never say that word properly when I have to say it. Of maintenance and operation. Okay, I'm just looking at that word again, trying to think how to say it. In the actions of these units, hypothesis, the breaches of sacred instructions do not stem from malicious lapse into heresy. They are a consequence of the right having been lost to memory. Fucking hell, what's wrong with my throat today? Hang on, I'll have a coughing fit. Okay, drank some water. That might help, I guess. I mean, the curry wasn't that bad. It didn't do anything to my throat, but I just can't breathe. Oh, speak properly. Okay. They do not lapse, stem from a malicious lapse into heresy. They are a consequence of the right having been lost to memory. A grave heresy, but not as profane. The voice from the rocks is full of sorrow and reproach. Who or what is the great entity? The supreme deity, the spirit of wisdom and revelations. It bears the name Marnat. Oh, that's Amanat, isn't it? The name grabs Pasqal's attention. He says sternly, I am registering a meaningful linguistic pattern. Request all available information on Marnat. Marnat is a divine being of great wisdom. It was this great wisdom that discontinued the cycle, and all who partaken of it lapsed into nothingness. We never partook of that wisdom, which is why we exist. And I have nothing to tell you about it, Ghost. You talk to us, your kinfolk do not. Why? I am the Fabricator General. My shoulders bear the sacred burden of leadership. The man shifted his shoulders, bent under the potentia coil resting upon them. The others fear you, as ghosts can carry the living away into nothingness, but I am protected by Marnat's grace. Pasqal's roars like the blaring alarm of an extractor. Fabricator General, I am registering heresy. The man listens to the tech priest's outburst without flinching. The universe must have a Fabricator General, the supreme priest of the Omnissiah. There is none other to hold that title, therefore it is mine. I guess it's all you can see is to the end of your island and just empty sea beyond. You're the king of everything. Have you seen anything unusual lately? The echo of an old crime was heard beneath the arching vaults of our home. Okay. The tribesman nods at you gloomily. A ghost of nothingness walked among us. Of like appearance to you, but without a face. He spoke words that must not be spoken, and then penetrated by the chamber. And then penetrated the chamber of observers. And our abode was shaken by the wrath of the gods for days, and we felt as though we were drifting through nothingness. So someone came on board, probably when they were lost, or in the void, and got the engines going. The chamber of observers, navigator's chamber, or navimetrics. Pasqal lowers his head and says quietly, "That is him, my mentor, Amanat." You don't know that, it could be anyone. What does he look like? His brow bore the mark of sorrow and past misdeeds, and his voice was like seeping sand. Hang on. Who was the tech priest with the Inquisitor General? With Kalkazar. The one that had a really raspy, soft voice. Just when it says the voice like seeping sand, kind of put me in mind with that. Was he alone? No, other ghosts walked with him, but he alone had a mind and a will, and the others did his bidding. What is the Chamber of Observers? An abode of deities and mighty spirits, secluded from mortals. The man points towards the entrance to the lift shaft. Down this great tube, they used to descend to the mortals. Now they've all retired to the House of Observers, the calm and keen-sighted, there to remember and mourn the world that once was. Who used to descend? Deities and mighty spirits. The unit has given us a distorted description of the observatorium, the bay that housed the Hermetico's bridge. There, under the grand dome of Glasscrete, the wisest hierarchs of the depths of Mechanicus will spend time in reflection and strive to discern the omniscience guiding signs in the glitter of the stars. Pasqal hesitates, then adds worriedly, "Correction. This data is a hypothesis. An archive search revealed no confirmation of this data. My possession of it is an anomalous cognitive fluctuation." So maybe you have been to this ship. I want to get in there. Abandon this thought. Your kind can't go in there. The great tube was made for the travels of gods, not mortals. Only one who has the blessing of Pref, the great spirit who rules this deck, may approach the great tube. But even such a one will have tried in vain, for the great tube's spirits have sealed its gate and will only open it to those who know the divine word, and the rust wraiths ensure that humans don't steal the world. They'll make short work of any thief. So, security, password. Don't know who the rust wraiths are. Who is the spirit Pref? The master of this deck, the second most important god after Mana. Mortals cruelly betrayed his trust once, and he hasn't talked to them or protected them since. Operating system? The ship's computer, maybe? Pref only ever answers the shaman's invocations, and only occasionally at that. Preferences? Preferential list? Security list? Access list? Dunno. The tribesman's profane speculations most likely describe an important machine spirit that remains awake. Requesting a conversation with the unit, identified as the Shaman. Divine word? What divine word? Words command all of existence. The gods ruled the universe using words of power. There was a time when mortals too were granted knowledge of them, but that time died along with the world. Hypothesis. The term divine word refers to a command litany. As a thorough understanding of the situation on board the Hermetico will allow me to select the correct litany and recite it into the mechanisms that are still operational. What are rust wraiths? The man points at one of the motionless statues, the ancient ones, the servants of the gods. They used to be our gods' greatest warriors. Neither guard the peace of the universal cemetery to see to it that mortals don't challenge the divine order. Or Skitarii. No, the Skitarii, the deck guard. These immortal servants are an elite detachment of the crew, blessed with the most ancient and wondrous augmentic enhancements. They can survive in a sleeping state for centuries even. After a brief pause, a whisper comes from his vox. Their presence here is unusual. Typically, the immortals only leave their storage chapel on special orders from the bridge. So how did the faceless ghost get in? He knew the secret. The spell was not of divine origin. Its power surpassed that of the gods. It was born in the mysterious depths of regularity, and soon after a mortal first uttered it, the world was no more. Pasqal waves a mechadendride at him, an annoyed dismissal, and says impatiently, "The blessed Ammonites can command any mechanism on this ship. The indoctrinal heresy uttered by this unit is unworthy of attention." You do think it's Ammonite, don't you? It could be anyone. Your guesses are amazingly spot on, Pasqal. He's taken aback, he paused to think, then says with no great confidence, "This statement is false. Each of these hypotheses was logically deduced from our present situation." I see. Good. Don't seek to enter the god's abode, Ghost. It is no place for you. Okay. Take my leave. Farewell, Ghost. I hope nothingness summons you back into its embrace soon. Okay. Yeah. Right. We saw a lift, didn't we, over there? And some things to operate. Tech tribesman.
I always keep my options open. Pay attention.
The handprints and footprints indicate the locals have termed the sacred unguent tank something like a ritual font.
Let us not dawdle.
I'll explore this room before I look in that secret one. I recognise the pattern of this chant. They imitate and react to shutdown vigil. Something simply ordered the spirit of this machine to die. Abel still here? Anything? Abel looks upon the tech barbarians with a moderate degree of curiosity, without attempting to approach or interact with them. Occasionally his gaze rests upon some sacred item covered in tribal imagery or otherwise desecrated, and he raises his eyebrows, evidently pained. What do you make of this camp? The sacred archaeotech and the profane have mixed, like tainted water and sacred unguent. Suddenly a smile appears on his face. This has happened before. The spirit transcends the body. The matter in which it manifests itself is transformed into something more spirit-like. Okay. What do you think happened to the ship? An epiphany, followed by doubt, followed by debate, followed by judgment. No, a lack of judgment. Abel's speech becomes fragmentary, a contradiction, a dilemma, resulting in antagonism. Hang on. Not followed by a doubt, followed by doubt, by debate, by judgment with a capital J. Now, was it Epiphany or Epitaph where Nomos was found? Okay. A conflict. There was a conflict here. Now everything's clear. A battle was fought here, and during preparations for it, Amnat declared the observatorium off limits, even to fellow servants of the Messiah, the explorators. It was an internal conflict, and he expected his erstwhile tech comrades to become his enemies.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
The bay was breached from the inside. Traces of scaling suggest the use of melter charge. Okay. That's where we came in, isn't it? I think. Yes.
I always have a backup plan.
That's all blown up. Tech Shaman. And registered evidence that the Volkite carbine was fired here. And registered a protocol violation. Use of weapons by Adeptus Mechanicus soldiers inside one of the ship's bays. Well, that's the Shaman.
I sense something
Oh,
nearby.
nice. Multi-key.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
That's... These barbarians are pillaging the ship's supplies? Okay, yeah. Okay, let's go over back here then, see what's in here.
Keep your wits about you.
I don't want to talk to the Shaman and try to get the lift yet. We have heavy lifters, plus 30 strength. That's a heavy weapon thing. No one's using heavy weapons. That's not bad actually. But like a heavy flamer or a heavy bolter. And filtered gas mask. Plus 25 athletics, immune to toxin. But you'd have huge amounts of 110, and if you wore the armor, even more. Oh no, those are strength. Not yet. It's possible if I give you a heavy bolter back. Is that all that was here?
Is there money to be made?
Okay. I do have throat lozenges for my throat, but I've got a nicotine tablet in my mouth at the moment. This could be why I'm struggling. Okay, what does this say? The ancient servitor seems dead. The infrequent twitching of his head is only the glimmer of life left in him. The numerous augmetic regalia embedded in the body of the servant of the Omnisci speaks to his high standard in devoutness. Okay. Let's do a quick pause. In case there's a bug, or in case I fuck things up, I can't progress any further.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Talk to the shaman. The elderly tech shaman looks up at you with dim eyes. He smells strongly of exhaust fumes. Have you come to speak to the great Pref ghosts? Pref will not speak your lesser tongue. I can help, I can interpret. Look at the tech shaman. The Asian barbarian skin is covered in tattoos of mechanisms, as if the ink drawings of cogs could pass for actual augmetics. Wires and scraps of flex tubing are braided into his hair, as well as shards from broken data slate screen. Cogitator circuit boards hang on threads from his large ceremonial drum. Abel standing right in front of him. Pasqal, I am registering category 6, 7 and 8 heresies in this tribesman's vestments. Only enlightened tech priests are authorized to dismantle and interact with the bodies of sacred machines, and painting skin and crude imitation of true flesh is profane mockery. Shaman, just how I venerate the iron spirits have done their duty and passed into nothingness, ghost. I do this in hope that I might gain some of their wisdom. This statement is false. I'm not registering any veneration. Who is Pref? Our deck's great patron spirit, who protects it and watches over everything that happens on it. Pref used to be a kind father to us until wicked people tricked him. That was when he disowned the mortals who lived here. He wiped the names of everyone who used to be under his patronage from his memory and no longer recognised their faces. Since then, Pref has been a harsh and cruel-hearted master who was deaf to our prayers. Pref. Hypothesis. The Barbarians using this debased designation to refer to a prefect enumerator, an especially sacred cogitator served by all of the Dex Junior machine spirits. I'm registering a Category 6 heresy. The tribesman claims to communicate with it. Only enlightened adepts of the Messiah are permitted to interact directly with the prefect enumerator. Hypothesis. The part of the legend that speaks of disowning the mortals or forgetting their faces describes the removal of access rights from authorized units. For reasons unknown, the prefect enumerator was ordered to cease accepting commands from outsiders. How do you talk to Pref? The tech shaman raises the roaring mechanical sensor and inhales a lungful of his aromatic exhaust fumes. The tribesman's eyes grow dim and he puts his hands on his drum. His fingers strike the taut synthetic leather with remarkable deftness and rhythm, like this. Pasqal frowns and says darkly, I'm registering a category. Blast it, layman. This blessed smoke is meant for the sacred machines, not your lungs. Then the tech priest falls silent and listens carefully before uttering an astonishment. This primitive melody is a language, our language, a variety of rhythm-based tech vernacular in which the meaning is created by lengths of pauses between the signals. We have come to plead for Pref's benevolence. Every word you say is accompanied by a series of quick drum taps and a complex choppy rhythm. Crackling comes in response from a vox hidden somewhere inside the wall. The tech shaman tilts his head and says, the great Pref would like to know who is speaking to him. The prefect enumerator is running an identification procedure. Given the existing data on the machine spirit's refusal to allow orders within the chain of command, I predict the standard identifiers will be assigned low priority. If the machine spirit speaks a tech priest language, do we even need the old man? The statement is false. The idiom is a distinctive vernacular most likely only used by the ship's crew. It is intuitively familiar to this unit, but not intelligible. Introduce yourself formally, Pasqal. This unit is Magas Exploder Pasqal Hanuman, a member of the Koronus fleet, presenting doctrinal compliance and algorithmic obedience certificates. The indicator on Pascal's neural cogitator glows. New data lights up Pascal's neurospheric aura that no layperson can see. The tech shaman translates Pascal's words into quick taps on his drum, its dangling circuit boards jingling dramatically. He inhales the aromatic exhaust of his roaring sensor, listens carefully, and says in a strained voice, Pref asks why he should treat your words with respect and not scorn them. Pascal's voice comes dry and bristly. The machine spirit is requesting to know this unit's access privileges. He refuses to submit to a stranger's will without a compelling reason. The machine spirits can be capricious and undisciplined. After years without sanctified maintenance, this one may have forgotten all about obedience. Normally in cases like these, a tech priest would bring the wayward spirit to its senses with a shock from an electric prod or blow from a wrench, accompanied by the litany of uninterruptible obedience. Percussive maintenance. Yeah. If in doubt, give it a clout. I think a show of force is in order to show the machine its place. This statement is true. Pasqal extends a hand towards the machine, which is enveloped in showers of sparks. The crack in the tech priest's armoured respirator shines a bright green. There's still in his voice. My power is my authorization. Acknowledge it or you'll regret it, wayward spirit. The tech shaman shouts out in fear and shakes his drum frantically. Pref, acknowledge your power, ghost. He does. He asks why you seek his friendship. A pained rattle comes from Pascal's vox. as he touches the crack in his armour, which is no longer glowing. He looks as though he has a sudden toothache, then says with effort, Hypothesis. The Prefect Enumerator's request is to be interpreted as, what is the purpose of your visit? I don't know, you know more than I do, Pasqal. I've come to discontinue the cycle. The tech shaman listens to the crackling coming from the hidden vox in response and shakes his head contritely. The great Pref does not recognise your name or your face. He will not grant you his friendship and bids you to leave. Pascal's vox hisses angrily and shakes his head. The Prefect Enumerator's reaction is anomalous. Such disregard for regalia can only be explained by a protocol significant an extreme degree of danger to the vessel. How long have I been going now? An hour 16. So I'm going to pause here. In the next episode, try to get in here somehow. Anyway, thanks for watching. A lot of talking. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next episode. Until then, bye for now.